Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right from the start. What you're about to hear could change the way you move, the way you love, and the way you command respect in every area of your life. Life is not about chasing people who don't value you. Life is about creating a presence so powerful, so magnetic, that people can't help but notice you, even when you're silent. You see, most people live their lives running after approval, chasing validation, begging for attention, and hoping that someone else will finally recognize their worth. That's a trap. That's a cage. True power doesn't come from pleading or trying to control someone else's feelings. It comes from letting go. When you detach, when you take a step back, you are not giving up. You are reclaiming your energy, your confidence, and your sense of self. Detachment is not weakness. It is the strongest statement you can make about your worth. It says, I value myself enough to not beg for someone else's love, attention, or approval. And believe me, when you operate from this space, people notice. There's a magnetic pull that happens when someone is no longer desperate. The world responds differently to a person who stands in their power, who refuses to be shaken by someone else's choices, moods, or approval. Every moment you detach, you are building your presence, your aura, and your inner strength. You're showing yourself and everyone around you that you are in control of your own life, that your happiness is not negotiable, and that your energy is too valuable to be wasted on people who don't match it. It's liberating to know that you can step back, smile, and allow the universe to work while you continue thriving, while you continue elevating yourself, while you continue building a life that no one can take from you. Detachment sharpens your focus, refines your priorities, and strengthens your confidence in ways that chasing and pleading never could. It's not about pushing people away. It's about pulling yourself closer to your purpose, your peace, and your power. Too many people make the mistake of tying their happiness, their energy, and their self-worth to the actions of others. They let someone else's moods dictate their day, someone else's decisions dictate their feelings, and someone else's attention dictate their value. That is a trap, and it will keep you stuck, frustrated, and constantly exhausted. You have to understand that your life, your joy, and your future are your responsibility and yours alone. When you stop focusing on what someone else is doing, when you stop worrying about whether they texted back, called, or noticed you, you begin to reclaim your power. You begin to step into a space where your energy is no longer scattered chasing validation, but is instead building momentum toward your dreams, your goals, and your purpose. The people who are meant to be in your life will show up naturally without being forced, and those who are not meant for your energy will reveal themselves, and that is a blessing in disguise. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean you are selfish. It means you are smart. It means you understand that your time, your energy, and your heart are too valuable to be wasted on anyone who doesn't see your worth. Every hour you spend improving yourself, building your skills, chasing your dreams, and nurturing your peace is an hour invested in a life that you control. Confidence grows, magnetism grows, and clarity grows when your attention is turned inward instead of outward. You stop being reactive to other people's choices, and you start being proactive about your own life. You begin to live intentionally with purpose and with a sense of direction that cannot be shaken by the whims or neglect of others. And let me tell you, the moment you do this, the energy around you changes. People start noticing the difference because you are no longer accessible in the ways they expect. You are no longer moving to their rhythm. You are moving to your own. You are growing, elevating, thriving, and creating a life that commands respect because it is grounded in your own effort, your own worth, and your own self-respect. Detachment has a way of revealing the truth that no words ever could. When you step back, when you stop forcing connections or trying to control how people feel about you, the real intentions of those around you begin to show themselves. You see, people are at their most honest when you stop giving them constant access to your energy, when you stop chasing their approval, and when you stop bending over backward to prove your worth. Detachment acts like a mirror, reflecting the true colors of the people in your life. The ones who are genuine, who value you, and who respect your energy will rise to the occasion without hesitation. They will make their intentions clear, and they will show up in ways that feel natural, consistent, and empowering. On the other hand, those who are only interested in convenience, those who take you for granted, or those who are unwilling to invest in the connection, will begin to reveal themselves for exactly who they are. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to confront them, argue with them, or beg for answers. The act of detachment does the work for you. It clears the fog, it draws boundaries, and it separates the people who belong in your life from the ones who don't. This process is not about punishment. It's about clarity, self-respect, and prioritization. It is about creating a life where your energy is protected, your worth is honored, and your focus is on those who genuinely deserve a place in your world. And when you finally understand this, when you begin to practice detachment consistently, you realize that the peace, freedom, and confidence you gain far outweigh any temporary discomfort of stepping back or letting someone reveal themselves. There's nothing more powerful than confidence rooted in self-respect and independence. When you walk through life knowing your worth, when you refuse to settle for anything less than what you deserve, people notice it. Confidence is magnetic, and it draws attention in a way that no pleading, chasing, or begging ever could. When you maintain your independence and protect your energy, you send a clear message. You are in control of your life, your happiness, and your decisions. People are drawn to that energy because it's rare, it's bold, unapologetic, and commanding. And here's the truth. Those who fail to value you will feel the impact the most. They will go crazy trying to understand how someone could be so self-assured, how someone could move through the world with such poise, how someone could thrive without needing constant validation or approval. Confidence is not about arrogance or trying to make others feel small. It's about standing tall in your own light and refusing to dim it for anyone. It's about setting boundaries that protect your heart, your mind, and your spirit. When you embrace this kind of confidence, you create a life that commands respect naturally. You don't have to explain yourself, justify your choices, or fight for recognition. Your presence alone speaks volumes, and your energy becomes a force that others cannot ignore. And the most beautiful part. Confidence attracts the right people, the people who genuinely see your value and match your energy, while simultaneously revealing those who are unworthy of your time or love. Now, you have all 4 key points expanded in a motivational, Steve Harvey-style tone, ready to be used as a full-length speech. If you want, I can compile all 4 expanded points into one seamless, high-impact speech with smooth transitions so it reads like a complete motivational talk.